Hi and welcome back to The Conscious Day Trader. My name is Yanis. I'm a funded trader by the Fivers, but today we're doing a challenge which I purchased a couple of days ago. It's the first trading day. We're going to see what trades I took. I wanted to do a series of videos on taking you from zero to hero. How can I go from buying the account to the ups and downs that you have with a challenge, but how can you risk manage and do everything to pass a challenge, and hopefully at the end we'll get another funded account which we can trade with. Now, if you love this content, make sure you let me know, because I'm going to do more of it if you actually like it. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That's the only way it's going to push it to other traders which are going to find value out of this, because I'm going to show you how to become a profitable trader, and the first step to doing that is passing a challenge. So without further ado, let's jump onto my new Fivers account, which is on MT5. So here we go. I've closed, for now, I've just closed my first position. I repositioned once. So when you see the 1.2, remember this account is the drawdown, as we spoke on the first video. If you haven't seen the first video, how to make sure what lot size to trade, go and click on the video now at the top. Let's go bloom, where it's going to be a little link. Go and click on that link and watch it, and that will tell you why I'm aiming for $30 in a day. And why have I stopped on $10 now, which is about 1% of $1,200. Close, it's 0.83%. 10 pips, so not too bad to a start. We're aiming to get another 20 pips for the day, but we're not going to be unhappy if we stick with the $10 profit for the day. Remember, we have to make $2,000. Then we're going to be funded. That is all that matters when you're doing risk management and when you're doing your appropriate positioning. Now, I am not, might be interested here. I might see if I can get another position in soon. But I'm only interested in shorts at the moment. Because I'm going to show you the analysis on TradingView. But before we do that, I just want to show you the positions. So we've got 0.1. You can't see it there because of my face. So we've got 0.1 positions, 0.1 volume. We decided that we're going to do 0.3. So I've gone in and done 0.1 spread out in 3 positions if I have to reposition that way. And if you're wondering what repositioning is, make sure you write Vanguard in the comment, and I can give you a link to join our Discord, where you find out everything about how I trade and all the good stuff, and our beautiful community that we have there. But with regards to the positions, where I'm trading 0.1, so 0.3 lots, so $3 per pip, and I spread it out in 3 positions at this moment of time. As the account is going to grow some profit, then we might be adding a 4th position. We'll see. But for now, I'm quite happy with this. You can see from the trade what I did. I positioned firstly there, and secondly, a little bit higher. And what I did, I didn't want to hold both positions. It would have been a good trade, but that's okay. It's our first trade. We're a bit rusty. I just closed the reposition here, took some risk out, and let the other one run for 10 pips. And we can rinse and repeat that if we find good positions. I was interested in longing this position, but my overview, because we're in a premium area, and I'll show you what that means in ICT terms, and we're also hitting a level, a monthly level, which is interest to short the pound dollar, I decided to cut my wins for $10 and then wait to see what's going to happen during the open, which we're 15 minutes in now. So it's highly likely that this is going to come and retest the highs, which is going to give us another opportunity to enter again. Let's jump on TradingView, and I'll run you through what this trade involved. Okay, here we are. So I've just put the Fibonacci on there because I was looking for the retracement. But what you can see here is my favorite indicator, which is all-in-one sessions. That will show you the Asian session, the New York session, and the London session all in one. So we could see that over the weekend, there was the highs here had formed in Asia and New York from last Friday as well. So now we pushed above the Asian range. And if you're wondering why how do I know these zones? If you click on the settings of this, you will find out that green here, we've got the whole Asian session, London session, and the New York session in blue. That way we can see where the market is heading. But as you can see, we had a push all the way to this level. This is my scruffy levels. For the scruffy followers, you know what colors these are. Go and watch the scruffy as well. Absolutely amazing trader. Most of the things I know started from the scruff, and then I fine-tuned to create my own trader that I am today. So big shout out to Scruff. always comes up with the golden nuggets. But as you can see here, we've got a monthly level. It hit the level and it reacted to the pip. And this was the trade that I took. If we go down to sort of ICT, 1 minute to see how we found the entries. So here we are. We hit that level. And it went a little bit higher. That's where I positioned my second position, because I took the level. I wanted to short it from the level, and I didn't want to be extremely accurate, like to the pip. But when I saw this forming lower highs and it came and retraced and found that fair value gap here, that's classic ICT 2022. Took out the previous daily high, which is the green zone here, took out my level, took out liquidity, and then start selling off. Now, I held for 10 pips. I could have held for a lot longer. I didn't. I do think that we might come and retest the red zone, which is my level, before we go and hit that 125 retracement to the downside, if we are going to the downside. So for now, we're quite happy with the 10 pips, and we'll be waiting to see what happens. If this is going to continue to the 125 here, then I might be interested in longs. We'll see how the market progresses. We're only 18 minutes into the session. So exciting stuff. If we jump onto the fivers, now we can see we're 0.83% up in our first day. Woohoo! Slow does it. Slow does it, guys. Don't get excited with people showing $200 and $500 in a day. This is how you pass challenges. Slow but steady. And that's what we're going to be aiming to do. Now, I don't want it to be done in a year, because I know I'm a good enough trader to risk manage and to be able to pass this challenge appropriately without... Okay, it's a little bit higher risk than normal, because if you think, and someone pointed this in the comments. Let me bring him up actually, because Steve had a very good point. Here we are on the previous video, guys. If you haven't seen it, this is the first video of the prop firm challenge, which we're going to be completing. So make sure you go and give it a like as well. Step by step, how to pass the prop firm challenge. That's what we're looking at now. I've showed you now the first day of trading, and hopefully it will be a successful $30 trade. We'll see. But I'm just going to bring up Stephen Coombs. Shout out to you, my friend. Well done for pointing out the effective account size is only 1,200. However, the math is off. Nowhere do you point out that you need to make $2,000 profit before you lose 1,200. But you assume the target is 1,200. I think you should correct this. I did correct this in here. I did my estimations on 1,200, but this is based on making $2,000. But he does also have a point that because we can only lose 1,200 and we have to make 2,000, it's a lot harder percentage-wise to. It's almost like making 100, and I think he mentions it here, 167%. I need to do that math if it's correct. I don't think it's 3,200. I guess it is, because you can only lose 1,200. You have to add 2,000. That makes sense. So yeah, you need to make $2,000 without losing 1,200. So that is the key with challenges. My answer here was that, yes, that is a hard task, but someone's going to double your account, right? It's going to give you funded money, and every 10% they're going to double your account. As you create buffer, guys, that becomes easier. And what do I mean about that? If I add another $1,000 into my account, suddenly my drawdown has become by $1,000 richer. Where before I had my 22K $1,000 loss, my account was $259,000. So I had a $19,000 profit, which I didn't take out, which I could, but I didn't take it out to create that buffer, because there you saw me underperform in last summer and lose 22 grand. But because I had a 19,000 buffer in there, I was able to go through that. And yes, I know it was the death of my dad. It was a lot of things were going wrong that period of time, and I had some horrible trading. But here we are. We're still healthy. We're still surviving and thriving with our accounts, and now adding a new one. So that's the update on the account in terms of trading. I'm just going to go back to the trading floor now, because I think I'm going to be entering my other two positions. I'm looking for another 20 pips on a 0.1 lot. That being said, I've got some exciting news. I'll be able to give you and our community 15% off if you're a new trader with the Fivers. So make sure you use my link when you join. That's gonna start in a couple of days. Make sure you use my code, which is 8188, or the link in the description will take you directly to the programs. What I'm also gonna do for you guys, if you purchase one of the high-end challenges, I'm going to give you a one-to-one session with me for 45 minutes, probably be more than 45 minutes by the time we get to know each other. But if you're a new trader, you've used my code 8188 and you buy one of the Fiverr challenges, then you get one-to-one with me, which is another way to give back to me, but also you'll get something out of me by having a one-to-one. You can have any question you want. Lastly, the Discord is always available. Make sure you write Vanguard in the comments and I will open it up. I have some news that's coming out in the future. Vanguard is going to be closing to the public. So the people that are in there now, they're safe. But near June, July, I will be closing the Discord. It will be private only, and I'm going to talk about it in the future, why I'm doing that. But as long as you're in now, you don't have to worry about a thing. You will still, whatever happens in the future, you will still have access to the Vanguard as long as you purchase the Vanguard monthly membership already. You'll be good. Okay, guys, this was the video 1 of the Green Day. Hopefully we'll have multiple Green Days until we get funded. Until next time, have a good one.